Operation Northwoods was a proposed false flag operation that originated within the U.S. Department of Defense of the United States government in 1962. The main operation's Northwoods proposal was presented in a document titled Justification for U.S. Military Intervention in Cuba. The CIA had put together a document that was presented by the chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff. The possibilities detailed in the document included the remote control of civilian aircraft which would be secretly repainted as U.S. Air Force planes. And then they would have the plane shot down over the coast of Cuba. They also proposed the possible assassination of Cuban immigrants, sinking boats of Cuban refugees on the high seas. They also proposed blowing up a U.S. ship, and orchestrating terrorism in U.S. cities including Miami and Washington, D.C. The desired result from the execution of this plan would be to place the United States in the apparent position of suffering defensible grievances. The operation proposed creating public support for a war against Cuba by blaming the Cuban government for terrorist acts that would be perpetrated by the U.S. government. Several other proposals were included within Operation Northwoods, including real or simulated actions against various U.S. military and civilian targets. The plan was drafted by the Joint Chiefs of Staff, signed by Chairman Lyman Lemnitzer and sent to the Secretary of Defense.
Although part of the U.S. government's anti-communist Cuban project, Operation Northwoods was never officially accepted. The Joint Chiefs recommended that both the covert and overt aspects of any such operation be assigned to them. Kennedy rejected the Northwoods proposal. Following the presentation of the Northwoods plan, Kennedy removed Lemnitzer as chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff, although he became Supreme Allied Commander of NATO in January 1963. U.S. military leaders began to perceive Kennedy as going soft on Cuba, and the president became unpopular with the military. A rift had already developed during Kennedy's disagreements with the service chiefs over the Cuban Missile Crisis. Furthermore, in October 1962, tensions flared up again with his June 10, 1963 announcement of a unilateral U.S. test ban treaty. Furthermore, in October 1962, tensions flared up again with his June 10, 1963 announcement of a unilateral United States test ban treaty. The classified documents on Operation Northwoods became declassified through the John F. Kennedy Assassination Records Collection Act of 1992. This act declassified a total of 4 million documents, including Operation Northwoods. The documents were made available through the National Archives in College Park, Maryland. However, public knowledge of Operation Northwoods did not come until 2001 with the release of a book by the author James Bamford titled Body of Secrets. In conclusion, Operation Northwoods is a striking example of the lengths some within the U.S. military and intelligence community were willing to go to achieve their geopolitical objectives during the Cold War era. If you like this story, please hit the subscribe button. Thank you, and come back for more covert stories like this one.